Hey, I'm that guy, and this is my Call of Duty collective review, part 1 of 3. Alright, Call of Duty Pros. It was the first one. It's the closest thing to Band of Brothers as you're ever gonna get besides Brothers in Arms. You had a lot of squad members, you never fought alone, it was cool, and you can order your squad members around. Really awesome. You can't do that in newer Call of Duties for some reason. It had a setup of American easy campaign, British medium campaign, and then a really hard Russian campaign. Those were nice change of pace. The AI was pretty great for the time. Only con is there was no health pickups on veteran. It was pretty damn hard. I give Call of Duty about a 9 out of 10. Anyways, moving on, Call of Duty United Defensive. Pros, so you had drivable vehicles online. You could sprint. It was awesome. Same American easy, British medium, and Russian hard setup. There's new particle effects for explosions, which made it look a lot more realistic, and it was awesome, especially when you're charging in at Void. You never felt alone, unlike Call of Duty 1's bridge level and some Russian levels, so that was a nice change of pace. It set the multiplayer format for Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1 and Call of Duty 3, and where you could level up in-game up to Sergeant and you got more stuff. Cons, no health pickups on Veteran. I give United Offensive about a 9 out of 10. Moving on, Call of Duty Finest Hour. Pros, it was the first one I played. You had 5 playable characters, and one of them was a woman, which was ahead of its time. In the British level, you could go way out of the map and find a flipping UFO. Really sweet. 16-player multiplayer on PS2 and 32 players on Xbox. It was pretty awesome for the first Call of Duty on console. You could heal teammates and you could stack up on doors, which both of those things you can't really do in newer Call of Duties. It's just scripted. The cons are tank missions, bullet sponge enemies, and every time you got hit, you pretty much got stuck. Alright, 6 out of 10. Moving on, Call of Duty 2. Boom, it's my favorite. 2, best AI ever. 3, friendly soldiers who weren't even main characters would dynamically communicate and call each other by their names, which no other Call of Duty does. 4, smoke grenades could create hectic hand-to-hand combat scenarios, which was awesome. You were just another squad mate, you weren't fucking Rambo. It had 64 players online, and it was awesome! Most attention to detail with all the little things, like especially sound. It has the best sound in all Call of Duties. Cons, Xbox version got screwed with only a player multiplayer, which sucked in comparison, and it only could allow 5 dead bodies at a time compared to unlimited. Alright, 10 out of 10 for that. Moving on. Alright, Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1. Anyways, pros are drivable vehicles online, which was kind of cool. You had a Band of Brothers type feeling in it again. You got to actually go to Italy, which is the first and only Call of Duty to feature an Italy campaign. Great sense of storytelling and fun multiplayer. Actually, it was the first multiplayer I played. Cons, really cheesy main character death scenes. It was just too over the top for me. And enemies and distance looked really poor, and I give that a 7 out of 10. But it goes great with the Big Red 1 movie, by the way. Moving on. Call of Duty 3. Alright, pros. You had Americans, British, Canadians, and Polish all fighting together for one objective. That's really cool. There are some close quarter combat moments that are really intense and fun. It has very addicting multiplayer, 24 players on 360 and 16 on PS2. Only Call of Duty to date that you can be a medic. Yes! Introduced 4-player split screen online, which became a staple in the series later. It had drivable vehicles. It had a really awesome war game mode. Cons is campaign was way over the top and cheesy, especially with the main character deaths, and respawning enemies and the AI was absolutely garbage. 6 out of 10. Alright, Call of Duty World at War. Pros, it was gritty as hell. It featured dismemberment, you know, you could chop off limbs and such. It was pretty gnarly. Nazi Zombies was featured in this with over 300 custom Nazi zombie maps, which was awesome. I actually felt bad when Chernoff died in the campaign, which is the first for character deaths in the Call of Duty. It had a co-op campaign, drivable vehicles and multiplayer, 64 player servers on PC, which was tight, and it had a flamethrower. Cons, creator class totally killed balance in multiplayer. The German announcer sound terrible, in my opinion. And attack dogs in multiplayer, whoever thought of those Don't ever make yourself known.
Overall, I give this about a 7 out of 10.
Anyways, moving on. We got Call of Duty World War II.
Pros.
It was fun with friends and multiplayer. It brought back the health system, and there was no hit markers on veteran difficulty in campaign, which I very much appreciated. Cons: bullet sponge enemies late game. They're not wearing Kevlar, guys. Stupidest story ever. I really hated this guy right here. Only one medic in the whole game on D-Day, and they advertised that you'd have a medic in your squad. You don't. On par with Call of Duty 3's horrible AI. It was really bad. And it had the Daniels do everything notion of more modern Call of Duties. 4 out of 10. Now, do you remember when Call of Duties were good?